What is up, Baggies fans, football fans, and sports fans, to a brand new video on the channel. Today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be looking back over the last 25 years of the Albion home kits and ranking them. A reason I'm doing this and releasing it on the Monday is because I believe the new kit will be announced as well. So I thought, why not get us in the mood and do a little kit show for the last 25 years. So what's going to happen is I'm going to switch to a new screen. You can see a tier list, and when I'm talking about it, I'll put a full life-size image up so you can at least see it, what I'm talking about. So let's switch over to that screen right now. And here we are with our lovely tier list in front of us. And starting off, we've got the 2000 to 2001 season, and obviously the 01 to 02 seasons, because they're exactly the same. Now, for me, this is a very nice looking kit. Nice and clean. I like the West Bromwich Building Society. I love the red outlines. I love the collar. It's a very nice, clean kit. So for me, both of these can go into the B tier. So let's stick those two in there. Yeah, very nice, clean. I like West Bromwich Building Society as a sponsor. It's nice and centred. Obviously, you've got the 100 years of the Hawthorns. This year will be our 125th anniversary, so nice to see what they've been doing for that one. And then, yeah, we'll be moving on to the 2002 to 2003 kit again. It's a very nice plain kit. Not a big fan of the red writing that says the Baggies. The stripes are quite nice. Loving the badge. Again, West Bromwich Building Society. It's just lost a little bit for me with the, no outlines on the collar and stuff like that. And I think the collar's just it's a bit boring. And I'm not, as I say, I'm not a fan of the writing of the Baggies in red. So for me, that goes in C tier. Still a very nice looking kit. What I want you guys to do as well while I'm doing this is let me know your favourite kits in the section down below. I want your favourite home kit. I will be doing one on away kits as well, so you can let me know your favourite away kit. We can wait till that video goes out. Let's aim for 25 likes on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with everything. Let's move on to the 2003 to 2004 kit. Now, again, this is a nice kit by Diodora. I love the red accents under the sleeves, the West Bromwich Building Society. Very nice kit. Obviously, you've got the Albion. I think it's some 225 years of Albion by the look of it in the bottom left, which is quite nice. Love the red collar. For me, again, it's a nice classic kit. It's going in the B tier with the other kits. Now, moving on to the 2004 to 2005 season, and this one holds a very special meaning for me because this is probably one of my favourite kits and probably one of the first kits I really possibly remember having and owning. Love the red and white outlines, love the team mobile, love again the red and white on the collar. The crest is probably my favourite crest at Albion I've ever had. So for me, this is going in S tier. What a fantastic kit. Absolutely love it. Unfortunately, I kind of lost it a little bit with the 0506 kit. Still love the crest, the T-Mobile. They went a bit thicker with the stripes again by Diodora, but I just think it lost something from the other kit. So for me, that's going in the C category. Again, very nice looking kit, but just lacking for me on that one. Then up next, we've got the 0607 kit. This is where we moved over to Umbro. Still with T-Mobile. Little hints to the red outlines. Very nice kit. Quite happy with it. Nothing to. This is obviously, I think this is the first season we moved over to the new crest as well. Very nice. Going in the B tier for me. Moving over to the 0708 kit. Stripes. I don't understand quite what they were doing with the under the armpits and going down the side of the arms with the almost like tiger stripe. But it's again nice collar, red outline on the collar itself. Umbro, T-Mobile, obviously the new badge. Just for me, nothing really screams amazing, so I'm going to put that one in the C tier. Next, we have the 0809. I think this is the first season we didn't have a sponsor in quite a while, to be fair. I wasn't really a big fan of this. I don't like the blue stripes with the thin and then blue and then big and then thin and then blue again. Just not for me. So it's going in the F category. Just not a nice kit for me. Don't like kits where they've gone big stripe, mini stripe, mini stripe, big stripe, mini. Not for me at all. So that was the 0809 kit. Going on to the 09010 kit. Quite a nice kit, quite plain. Back to the blue and white stripes. We know we've got the stupid little ones in between it. Again, they had a bit of a weird thing going on under the armpits with the the stripes. Again, it's just something feels lacking on that kit. If you notice, the kits that I really like have got those little outlines on them or just something special on the kit. So for me, that one's going in the C tier. Next up, we've got the 2010 to 2011 kit, and you know what, for me, again, this is probably up there with one of my favourite kits. I love the collar on it, you know, the blue and white stripes with the little zigzags on it. They kept it nice and simple under the armpits. They didn't do anything over the top. Great kit from and Umbro. Obviously a little bit ruined by the sponsor in the middle, you know, home serve, but overall a nice kit. And for me, that goes in the A tier. So that was the 2010 to 2011 kit. Moving over to the 2011 to 2012 kit. Nice kit. Don't quite know what they've done with the collar. I think that was his first year we moved over to Adidas. Not a fan of the sponsor either. I think that kind of ruins the kit. Just a bit of a strange one. Going in a C tier for me, nothing special, nothing to shout about. That was our 11 and 12 kit. Moving over to the 12 to 13 kit. This is, again, probably, you know, one that I remember wearing quite a lot of. I love the centre of the Adidas, love the Albion badge. Zoopla, again, it didn't feel too out of place. It looked a very nice kit. You know, like what they did on the collars with the 3 white stripes going down it. Nice blue and white stripes. Bit of a weird thing going under with the white and then the blue. But it's, no, nice kit for me. That goes in B tier. And that was our 2012 to 2013 kit. Moving over to the 13-14 kit. Again, quite a nice kit. Zoopla across the middle. Didn't stand out too much. Wasn't like a silly sponsor. Love the fact that they went with the blue stripes on the arms this time with the white underneath of it. Nice thick blue and white stripes, obviously with the Barclays logos. For me, that is an absolute A tier kit. Absolutely love it. That was our 13-14 kit. Moving over to the 14-15 kit, and do I need to say any more than F kit? What went through the head when they went, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a white kit with thin pin blue stripes. Absolutely no. QuickBooks was a sponsor, you know, not that we held on to them for very long after, you know, was it Zoopla or QuickBook? I think it was Zoopla we lost due to a certain striker. But not for me. Just no, do not like it. I don't know why they went away from the blue and white stripes and decided to go white with thin pin blue stripes. Not for me. Absolutely an F tier. Get in the bin. And that was our 14-15 kit. Moving over to the 15-16 kit. Again, the sponsor was a bit too much for me. I don't like, you know, big outlandish sponsors in the middle of the kit. I wish they could do kits that we could buy without the sponsors on the middle of them, but obviously that defeats the purpose. Again, very nice blue and white thick stripes with the red outlines on the collar and the sleeves. So for me, that's going into the... I'm going to put it in B. I did put it into A, but I think the sponsor just lets it down into B for me. Not a fan of the big sponsor ruining that shirt. That was our 15-16 kit. Moving over to the 16-17 kit, again, big sponsor in the middle of it that just, for me, I don't think gambling and stuff like that belongs on a shirt sponsor, so it's just not for me. I do like the sky blue outlines on it, and obviously we had the button-up collar. I think I'm going to just put it in C. I like the thicker blue and white stripes, but yeah, just wasn't really a big standout kit for me, not a big fan. Moving on to the 17-18, again, being let down by an absolute monstrosity of a sponsor in the middle of it. Nice kit overall with the blue shoulders and the blue and white stripes, obviously Adidas with the red logo. Nice kit going in the B tier, again, just let down by having the sponsor in the middle. If that was, you know, a different sponsor, or, you know, if they decided not to have a sponsor on the shirt, that would easily be an A category kit for me. And that was our 17-18 kit. Moving on over to the 18-19 kit. Lovely collar. Love thick blue and white stripes. Ideal borders in the middle. Possibly. I don't think it ruins it, to be fair. I think it fits quite nice with the flow. Love the collar. Love the badge. For me, absolutely goes into A tier for me. Remember, guys, obviously, let me know what your thoughts are. Obviously, everyone's got their own opinions. These are just mine, so don't shoot the messenger. But that was our 18-19 kit. Very nice. Love the collar. Love the kit. And a first one by Puma, I believe. Moving over to the 19-20 kit. I think it's a nice kit, don't get me wrong, very nice kit. But I prefer the thicker blue and white stripes than not really thin blue and white stripes. Just, for me, a little bit of a letdown after what they did the year before that. So it goes in the C tier. Then we move on to the barcode kit, as I like to call it. In the 20 to 21 season, just, I don't know what they were trying with this one. I don't know why they decided to do 2 thick blue stripes and then, thin blue and white and then a thicker blue, and it just looked like a barcode. F tier for me. Although the players we had in it were fantastic, just no, absolutely not. Not for me. The 21 to 22 season, again, like the red outlines on the collar. I know I say I like thick blue and white stripes, but having just one blue stripe in the middle and 2 white stripes on the outside, mm, not for me. Obviously, I like the red outlines. I like the writing that they had in the middle. That was quite nice. But just with the way that the kit was with the big thick blue stripe and then the 2 white stripes, just it didn't really work as well for me. With the writing and the red outline. If they'd have probably made it a bit smaller, I'd have probably said, yeah, like it, but not for me. Again, this was our 22 to 23 kit now that you're seeing. Love the crest that they wrote WBA. This is actually one of my partner's favourite badges, to be fair. Again, they went with a thick blue stripe, but then also did 2 blue stripes as well. So it wasn't just 1 and 1. They did 2 and 3. Like the sponsor in the middle, not outlandish, not in your face. Love the badge for me. That one goes in the A tier. The only reason it doesn't go down because of the thicker stripes is because there is 2 stripes there that do save it. So for me, great looking kit and love the badge on it as well. Then we have the 23-24, which obviously the Astor kit. For me, it goes in A tier. Love the kit, nice and blue and white stripes. They're not too thin, they're not too thick. The logo in the middle isn't too much. Another Puma sponsored kit, fantastic. Nice and clean, nothing too outlandish. Absolutely goes in A tier for me. And then moving on to last year's kit with the ideal heating, and I think this was our first one as Macron. For me, S tier. Blue and white stripes, ideal heating. Love the collar, love the red outlines on the armband. I hope they, do something special for our 125th anniversary. But for me, yeah, that goes into S tier as well. Absolutely love that kit. I'm looking forward to seeing what they release now. So yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe, stay up to date with everything I'm creating on this channel. Leave a comment, like it. I'm aiming for 20 likes on this video, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Bye bye.